Welcome once again, everybody, to Wax Pack Poetic. It's your boy Lou. I'm back. It's been a minute. Sorry, I left you, but I went a little hardcore with the spending money on cards over the summer, especially after National, and I had to take a few months off. You know, end of the year can get rough with work and Christmas and the holidays and everything, and it feels like, you know, this year, Thanksgiving and Christmas were like right on top of each other. So I took a little time off. I'm back, and what better way to come back than to do a video, talk about who I'm voting for the 2020 YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. But before I get into that, I just want to let you guys know, some of you know, some of you don't, that right after Christmas, I finished it between Thanksgiving and Christmas, but I released it right after Christmas. I wrote a book. It's a short novel called The Night Before the Rest of Your Life. You can find it on Amazon. It's $8.99, comes in paperback or Kindle. If you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, you can read it for free. But here it is. A lot of people have bought it. I've actually sold more than I was expecting. And I'm very happy about it. I've gotten a few reviews, and so far everything has come back positive. I think you'll like it. I'm just going to read a quick synopsis on the back of the book, let you know what it's about. If you like it, pick it up. If not, you know, if you want to leave a review, hit me up. Maybe I can get you a copy. Okay, so years ago, Nick's alcoholism helped bring his longtime relationship with Sarah to an end. 7 years later, a now sober Nick is about to watch the love of his life marry her new boyfriend. The pressures of marriage, adulthood, responsibilities, and struggling with sobriety lead to Nick and Sarah spending the night before the nuptials out together in the city of brotherly love. Will this encounter cost them both everything, or is this fate stepping in at the last minute to bring them back together? So, check it out if you want. If you don't, that's cool too. All right, so. Okay, now that, you know, we got the book thing out of the way, you know, the plug, I want to get into who I voted for the 2020 YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. Now, a little bit on me. I joined the community over the summer, around June, I believe. I started writing a blog, turned into a YouTube channel. I just gotten back into collecting this year. I ended up meeting a lot of great people in the community. One of them is the creator of this, baseball collector, Mike, who is just a great guy. I got to meet him at the National, went to my first National this year. I met a bunch of guys there. I went to the get-together for all the YouTube content creators, which was just phenomenal. If you're watching these videos and you're into cards, or maybe you're just getting back into collecting cards, which is why I even started watching the videos, because I hadn't collected in years and I didn't know anything about anything anymore. You know, it seemed like the card collecting had passed me by. It's just a really welcoming community. If you're even considering making content or you know, showing off your cards, or just like wanting to talk to other collectors and stuff, just get out there and make a video. Start with this. It's great. Everybody's very welcoming, and the community is just phenomenal as a whole. So with that said, I have some notes here because I don't want to shortchange anybody, their accomplishments and things like that, the nice things I had to say about them. I did pick 10 people. It was extremely hard to get down to 10. I mean, it seems like you hear that with every video, but it's the truth. And, you know, I'm a guy that gets kind of busy, and I don't even get to watch as many channels or as many videos as I would like to. And it was still just a lot of people, man. A lot of people I really wanted to vote for. So if I left you out, I apologize. It was really, really tough. But let's get into my 10 now. The first 8 are people that I have not met, but I do watch what they put out there. And the last 2 guys are people that I met and I think very highly of. So I left them for last, but let's get right into it. All right, first, Philmington. Great production and overall quality of his videos. Just the information and the effort that he puts in is top notch. It's evident in everything that he does. You know, so many channels can get stale and repetitive and just doing the same things over and over again. And he always finds a way to stay fresh. Plus, he's an innovator. The rookie card explosion boxes are amazing. They're some of my favorite videos and they are all over the community. It really, affected the community in a positive way. And that alone, he should be in the Hall of Fame. So he gets my vote. Next is a guy a lot of people I haven't heard talk about. They should. And he is kind of different. So it's StofSports, all right? He comes off as kind of a dick, and I mean that as that's a compliment. I love it. There's like just a certain type of deadpan humor quality there to it. I am a comedian in my spare time, and I really appreciate the art of comedy. And I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, if it's a shtick or if it's just the way he is, but the comedic element to his videos is top notch, and it seems effortless. He's not out there doing a bunch of crazy stuff, and he's not duplicating what other people are doing, but it's very subtle. I love it. So he gets my vote. A lot of these videos that we make are serious. We're serious about our collections, so it's really nice to see somebody not take themselves so seriously, kind of much in the same vein that Hall of Famer Pepino Man, another one of my favorite channels, does. Now Stof is not, as outlandish and stuff out there, but he is, he's quite funny. And there's something to be said about just having a good time, man. These are cards. We collected them as kids, and we did it because we enjoyed it. So have some fun. So I like it. I like it a lot. And you should vote for him. 3, okay. This is very important to me. So, A League of Their Own, Caitlin, she is, her channel is amazing. Her collection is amazing. There's also another thing here. I mean, I look at her as kind of a pioneer. It's good to be reminded that sports card collecting and sports in general is not just like a good old boys club. And you're talking to a man who has 3 daughters. 2 of them played sports extensively all the way into college, and I see, and I have a real appreciation for that. So I really feel like she's a pioneer with her videos and the following that she has. I discovered her through Baseball Collector, and I just, her video, they're engaging. Some of the stuff that she has is really, I love it. It's great. The production quality is top notch. Her knowledge is unmatched in the hobby. She should probably already be in. I don't know if there was a service time thing. I don't remember off the top of my head, but she definitely needs to get in this year. So next, Bill, Hall of Fame collector. So I got back into collecting this year. I decided to start collecting Baseball Hall of Fame autographs. Now, Baseball Collector Mike was one of the guys I first started watching. I was like, oh, that's a really cool idea. Then I discovered Bill Hall of Fame, the Hall of Fame collector. When I'm looking for inspiration or ideas or items to look for, I check his channel out. I mean, the production quality is amazing. Even down to like his various backdrops, his collection is just, it's there's no words for it. It's just amazing. It encompasses all sports. The Back to the Future stuff is really cool. His content is always fresh. And of course, he's from Jersey. Gosh, you'll love my fellow Jersey guy, right? All right, so number 5. Another one, very close to my heart here. Up North Collectors, Mike and Luke. Now, I may read this because this is a very important. Mike and Luke, I love your videos. I know you guys break a lot, and I'm not that into breaking, but I love the channel. And really, it has to do with the father-son dynamic keeps it fresh. The way you guys interact with each other And you know, I really feel like, even though we've never met, that almost like I'm in the room with you guys. Like I really get to know you and your relationship, and that says a lot. That's really difficult to do in a medium where you're just like, you know, opening cards and stuff. So I appreciate that. There's another reason here. Now, my dad, over the years, you know, he became my best friend. And he is the reason that I started collecting cards back in the 80s when I was a kid. He started collecting again with 87 tops because they reminded him of the 62 top set he had put together as a kid that my grandmother threw away when he went to the Air Force. But one of the fondest memories I have as a collector in general, you know, as a kid and even now, is every weekend going to our local candy shop. And yeah, they still had candy stores back then. I'm pretty old. And buying packs of 1989 Bowman baseball cards, because my dad loved the old card style and stuff. And we both put a set together ourselves just from buying these packs. And we would go through, and we had binders, and we had them in there, and we put in what we needed. We traded with each other if we had doubles or somebody had a particular card that they wanted. And that's how, you know, my parents divorced when I was young, and I would spend a lot of time, I would spend Sundays with my dad, and that's how I started every Sunday for the majority of 1989 when I was 11 years old. So when I see that in your videos, it, you know, it takes me back, and it touches me. So I appreciate it very much. And I think that a lot of us out there, fathers, sons, fathers, daughters, mothers, sons, whatever, the child-parent dynamic, and doing something fun with your child that you both enjoy is just, it's a beautiful thing. So I hope you guys get in, and if you do, it'll be well-deserved. Another one, family related, okay? And I debated this because this was one of the first channels that I started watching when I got back into, even before like Mike and those back pages, but Jab's family. Now, I know it's a very polarizing channel, all right? Eric is very polarizing. I know a lot of people have different feelings about him, one way or the other. I really enjoyed I used to really enjoy, you know, not so much the breaks, but the other videos of the family outings to the flea markets to find, you know, card finds and things like that. Those are some of my favorite videos. They still are. I know it's been a tough year personally for Eric, and you know, like I said, it's been kind of polarizing. You know, I've been through some similar things that he's going through, so I can relate. And, you know, the fact that he's able to survive and continue doing what he loves, I'm hoping that it's like therapeutic to him while going through all this is really, it's Hall of Fame worthy. It really is. So over 1,000 videos, 50K subscribers. Yo, Jab's family definitely is a channel that deserves to be enshrined, in my opinion. Here's another one. Another one of the earlier channels that I watched to really get myself going is Foo3112. This is when I really started getting back into the hobby. I checked out some of these videos. Now they can be sporadic, so it's easy to overlook this channel, but the quality is always there. And the longevity is amazing. Like the card videos date back 8 or 9 years, and any of us who have attempted to create content on a regular basis, it's very easy to get interrupted. And how impressive, even though it is not a ton of content, it's just how impressive the longevity is. The quality has been there for 9 years, and now it's not an overall amazing number of videos that he has posted through the years, but it's, you know, 8 or 9 years is a long time. And to me, he's the definition of an OG. So I guess my vote, and it's got some cool music videos up there too. So, all right. Victor Negron Cards is number 8. Now, I feel like this is an oft overlooked channel. I love the videos, but what really shines through is the knowledge in the videos. Like Eric, those back pages, I love them. He always says, share your knowledge, and Victor Negron Cards does this. It's a lot of channels are just showing off cards, okay? And we see it a lot, and it gets repetitive. But like this channel, like it's not, it's nothing flashy, but the information behind every card and every single player is just, it's amazing to me. It really is. And I like to think that I know a lot about sports. It's like watching an interactive card encyclopedia. And there is something to be said about making quality videos that are fun and easy to watch and informative. And to me, that's a Hall of Famer. So, okay, now the last two. Next two guys, they make great content, and they also are two guys I got to meet at the National last year and spend a little bit of time. To me, and this is very, very important, they exemplify, now despite making great content and having great collections and doing fun things, they really exemplify the meaning of community. And this is a community. I learned that very early on. And I feel like sometimes this quality might get a little overlooked when we're really like looking at numbers as far as like longevity and videos and, things like that. So first, she blinded me with Refractors. Now, Andy, you are going to get in. I've not heard any person that I've dealt with in the community say a bad thing about you. And from my personal experience, that is because there's nothing bad to say, my man. Your videos are great. They are extremely watchable, which we all know is, in the short attention span, like to keep people involved and engaged is important. Your collection is amazing. Your hobby knowledge is very impressive. You're a approachable and just very community-oriented guy, generous, inviting, accessible. I love how you go on other guys' shows. I really enjoy what you and Mike did with open mic night. Like it's, to me, that part is you help bring people together, and that's important. And I want you to know that I appreciate you, and I appreciate any time that we've had any interactions, and hopefully get you on here and we talk more soon. Okay, buddy, you're getting in. Everybody knows that. Okay, so and by the way, guys got to get in. Russell Westbrook was traded. Sorry, man. Come on, give Guy a break. Vote for him. Okay, with that, now my last guy, we've become pretty cool since I met him at the National. I'm kind of disappointed that I haven't heard his name mentioned on more videos. Let's get it together, people. Come on. Next year, if not this year. But that is my boy, Jimmy Gunz. His gun show auctions they're a lot of fun. Now, he hasn't, he had a job change. He hasn't been making as much content, but he's still been finding a way to do his gun show auctions. They've moved a couple nights, but they're fun, and it feels less like an auction and more like a community event. We're all hanging out. Excuse me. Everybody's having fun. Sometimes they're drinking. Jimmy is usually drinking, and and it just people buy cards. Everything is reasonable. People buy cards for other people. People buy cards and tell Jim that, hey, keep it. That's a donation for something. Like it's just so much love, man. I love the fact that he's so involved with collecting with his daughter. You know, I talked about me and my dad. That really hits home to me. Yo, he's just, to me, he's the epitome of community. And if you've been lucky enough to meet Jimmy, then you're gonna love him right off the bat. And he shows love to people. He's extremely generous, on top of making really fun videos and just being a cool guy. Plus, he was really gracious when I impersonated him a couple months back for a baseball collectors contest. So he plays that video a lot. I barely knew the guy. He looks a little tougher than me, but he was gracious and he liked it. And you know, follow him on Twitter. It's great, and he's just a cool guy. Makes great content and really embraces the sense of community. So to me, he is a Hall of Famer. Now, I haven't heard many people mention him. If you're not, you need to check him out, Jimmy Gunz. And if he doesn't get in this year, he definitely, by next year, should be in. So that's it. I want to thank everybody who has made me a part of this community. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I'm going to be doing more videos, like getting back to some of the new backdrop I have. I built these shelves and stuff myself, to my own horn. Check my book out if you want to or not. You can check my podcast out, The Lou Capetta Show with Jeff Fenner. It airs once a week everywhere podcasts are, including Spotify and iHeartRadio. And before I go, I want to thank Baseball Collector Mike for being not only creating this and really you know, dealing with all the BS that comes along with it and handling all this. You deserve to be in twice, in my opinion, but just for being such a good dude to me personally, and from what I see to everybody else, and not always wanting to share the spotlight with others and helping other people with anything they need in the YouTube community. So Mike, thank you. Everybody, again, thank you. I'll be coming back with some more stuff. Usually I'm going to show off some stuff I got over Christmas. And that's it. All right. Peace.